Luxury travel is evolving in 2026 as operators adapt to shifting demand across Southeast Asia's fast-growing tourism market. Daniel Fraser of Smiling Albino joins us to discuss this. Welcome, Daniel. So, how are values-driven travelers redefining luxury today?
I think since COVID, what we've seen is luxury travel is moving from consumption to this idea of connectiveness, connectivity. You can define that in a lot of ways, but for us, one of the things that we notice is people are choosing experiences more than amenities and frills. For example, they're staying longer in destinations to make sure they can really sink under the skin of the location rather than doing one day in and out of the checkbox highlights. So that's been a refreshing, really nice change in the last 2 or 3 years. The other thing is luxury travelers today, they have the accessibility all over the world. Luxury has become very global and international. The sense of place in luxury hotels, luxury yachts, luxury restaurants, Michelin star restaurants has started to feel similar and familiar. So when people are coming to Southeast Asia, they want to experience what's not familiar, what's not common, what's not accessible at home. And that's where I believe this idea of values comes through, where they say we want to experience local music, not international uh, DJs or international pop stars. They want to experience local textiles, local fabrics, not so much international brand names. And that's a healthy change in the luxury market. It's something that we love because we absolutely promote and want to encourage this values-based travel of local experiences, local connectivity, local products and brands. And it's great here in Southeast Asia that we're seeing that.
So, let's say if you were to make a recommendation, how can Southeast Asia's green season be repositioned as a premium time to travel?
Excellent question. And I love the green season. I've lived in Southeast Asia 25 years. I think most people who live here, we know that it's our best kept secret. For starters, it's when Southeast Asia is its most beautiful. Northern Thailand, northern Laos, absolutely spectacular in the European North American summer, June, July, August, even early September. There's a misconception in the West that it's nonstop rain during that time. But that's not true. Most rain showers are very short, meaning you still have access to this incredible landscape, the lush regions, and the crowd sizes are so much smaller. So flexibility is one of the cornerstones of luxury. You get the most flexibility in quote unquote green season. Hotel upgrades, restaurants are available for bookings and for changes. You can stay longer, you can modify flights. Those things are much harder to do at festive time, at Christmas time, as we know. So not only do you have the very best in terms of beauty and landscapes, but you have the flexibility that comes really at the heart of a lot of luxury travelers' needs. And I think a lot of people know this. All of these beautiful tourism brochures that you see, the big campaigns, the television ads around the world of Southeast Asia, most of those are shot during green season, June, July, August, because that's when things are most beautiful. That's when things are most quiet. So it really does afford the luxury traveler the ultimate access and the ultimate both physical locations, but also flexibility and travel. So we love it. It's our best kept secret for those who live here.
Although when people hear the words exclusive or luxury, they often equate it to something that would be pricey. With that, how would you make a travel experience feel exclusive without making it inaccessible?
It's a great question. I think traditionally luxury travel or exclusive travel, we always assumed that meant helicopter, private jet, private yacht, closing a temple after hours for your own guests. And while those things are certainly exclusive, it's not what defines exclusivity. For us, access is more important than price. And a really good example of that would be we had a family last week from Europe, high net worth family. They wanted to experience the very best of street food in Bangkok as well as in Saigon. On their own, they wouldn't have done that. Price was not an option. They could have eaten at Michelin starred restaurants, but they needed someone to help navigate and provide what we call provide the access to restaurants they never would have went on their own. And at the end of the evening, they said, this was amazing. You provided us access to real food, real people, real locations that we wouldn't have been able to navigate or had the confidence to navigate on their own. So we try and we call fast crack people right into that lifeblood of the local community, whether it's the local school teacher, a conversation with a local monk, or even a meaningful moment in a public place away from the crowds. To us, that's what what defines luxury travel and true access more than just expensive frills and expensive prices for things that only are really accessible for the ultra wealthy. So you don't have to be a millionaire to get the best behind the scenes access of Southeast Asia if you know where to look and if you're curious to seek out those hidden gems and slightly off the grid places.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Daniel. Looking forward to having you back on the program.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Once again, that was Daniel Fraser, CEO and founder of Smiling Albino. For more news, visit traveldailymedia.com.